I'm so happy you're here joining me. So this is week 2 of our Crochet Along. This is my second live. So I just want us to say hi to everybody. Thanks so much for joining me tonight. I know it's a later live, but maybe that's good for some of you that you're off work and you can join us. I have some special things happening tonight for everyone who joins me. I'm going to do a giveaway tonight. So make sure to be commenting in the comments because we're going to randomly pick a winner to win some yarn and also the ebook. Now, we can only do the yarn for Canada and US. So we're also going to pick another winner just to win the ebook that can be from anywhere in the world because that's digital, so we don't have to worry about shipping. But for the yarn, it will be Canada and US only. So thanks so much for joining me. This Crochet Along has been so exciting. So those of you who maybe don't know what I'm talking about, the Granny Pop Crochet Along has been happening since last week, and we're making all of the Granny Pop patterns, and it's been so exciting. The group is so active. Everyone's posting in the Facebook community group, which is amazing. We're seeing so many cardigans and pullovers and little baby pullovers and cardigans, so many being made, and the colors have been amazing. They've just been awesome. So it's been so exciting to see all of your yarn choices. Everybody's from all over the world, so not everyone can use the same yarn that I've used for these patterns. So it's been really exciting to see all of the different yarn options that you guys are choosing. Thanks so much for posting in the group. And thank you to all the community members who are jumping in and helping. I really, truly appreciate it. And it's such an amazing community. I'm so happy that you guys are also helpful and helping each other. I haven't been that well, actually, so it's been really nice that everybody is helping each other, and that's been great. So I know I did mention before in the group that I've been struggling with really bad sciatica pain. So I've been going to physio and getting massage, but it's really severe. My nerve is really, really irritated. So I've been in excruciating pain every day. I need to get an MRI to see kind of what's going on because physio is not helping. So that has been hard. I'm surviving, but it's been difficult. So hopefully we can't go too long on this live tonight, but I wanted to hop on. I was actually going to go live tomorrow, but we are getting some work done to our pool and it's going to be really loud. So I was worried that it was going to be too loud and you guys weren't going to be able to hear me. So hopefully, this will go okay tonight and I'm get through it okay. And yeah. So I've got my happy face on. I am so excited, but it has been difficult with the pain. I've had a hard time focusing. So thanks so much anyways to everyone who's helping each other in the group. I really appreciate it. I've been on there trying to comment and see everything that's going on, but any of you who know what it's like to be in pain, it really does make things a little bit more difficult. But yeah, but I'm still excited to see you guys all tonight. So many comments coming in. Thanks so much for the prayers and your thoughts. I'm hoping I get some relief soon. So the MRI may need to happen to see kind of where we take it from here because it's, so far the physio hasn't been helping. I've just been getting worse. And I do have plans to go to Alberta in, I guess, next Friday. My daughter, Bethany, got a job in Banff, Alberta. So we're flying out. So I'm hoping I'm going to see some relief because it's tough to be going away and thinking of an airplane ride that's over 4 hours and thinking of how I'm going to handle that. But anyways, let's get back to what's at hand and talking about our pop pullovers. So if you have any questions, please just pop them in. I'm going to try and answer your questions tonight while we're together. So if there's anything that you want to know, please just pop it in the comments. Again, we're going to do a giveaway. So Emma's going to go, my daughter's kind of in the background and she's going to go through the comments and try and, scroll through everybody and pick a winner. So just keep commenting and we'll let you know when we're going to pick some winners. So Canada and US only for the yarn. We're going to be giving away some Prism yarn so you can make a sweater. This is actually the color I'm wearing. I'm wearing the V-neck in Landscape is the color. So we're going to be giving away 8 balls of these little beauties to someone in Canada and US. And also the ebook. Whoever wins the yarn will get the ebook to go along with it. And also we're going to pick someone else from anywhere in the world to win the ebook as well, just for fun as we're on here tonight. Thank you so much. We have so many people joined in. I think we've got over 277 people tuning in right now. So that's amazing. I think maybe evening is the best time to go live. So yeah, it's exciting. So Prism, I'm just trying to see, comments are just popping up like crazy. The Prism yarn is beautiful. Yeah, I'm just trying to see if there's, yeah, so thank you so much, everyone. So I have some other issues I had today as well. I had big plans. Well, I was at physio and I had my massage today to kind of, help things. And I was going to do all this work when I got home. And I got working on the newsletters to go out and whatnot. And then I discovered that Etsy had deactivated a bunch of my listings, including the ebook. So it's a bot that does this. I guess it like picks something up maybe in the listing that it thinks, I don't know. I don't know what it is, why it selected these listings to deactivate, but Etsy has deactivated 4 of my listings. So the ebook has been deactivated. The little mini pop cardigan has been deactivated, as well as our waffle stitch cardigan and the waffle stitch hat. So I'm trying to get in touch with Etsy to find out if I did talk to somebody and they really had no more information than what I received, so they couldn't help me. So they've escalated it. So we'll see what's happening there with Etsy. But I was able to get the ebook onto Ravelry. So I did post that in the comments right away for everyone. I wanted to make sure that that ebook was still available for everyone with all of the bonuses. And I was lucky to get some help from my friends. And I was able to figure out how to get the ebook onto Ravelry. So it is there with all of the bonuses, so you can still purchase it. But it is no longer. So any links that you see going to Etsy, that listing has been deactivated. It may reactivate once I talk to somebody with Etsy and we look at it and they see that everything's okay. But I did have this issue with Etsy at Easter when I was uploading a carrot pattern. So my carrot pattern, I could not, I never was able to post it on Etsy because the bots again kept thinking it was like, I don't know, maybe a finished product. I have no idea, but it did not like my carrot pattern. So I was never able to get that carrot. They would say, oh, the listing's fine, and Etsy would activate it, and then the bots would take it down again. Complete mystery. No one is of any help on Etsy, it seems, with some of these things. So let's hope that Etsy will bring them back. I know, there's controversy there about, well, should I sell on Etsy or other places? The thing with Etsy for me is that it does bring a lot of traffic to my shop. So not just the traffic I'm driving, but also they bring a ton of traffic and their advertising brings traffic. So I love to be on Etsy for that reason. But things like this, especially when things are getting so automated now, and who knows what can trigger these bots to take things down. It's frustrating, but anyways, it's up on Ravelry. So we will post again in the comments that if you're looking for the ebook, you want to get all the patterns together with all those bonuses, then you can purchase it on Ravelry now. So I'm just going to post again in the comments because the description box is still going to give you the Etsy link, which is no longer valid. So I had all that going on. So we have been looking through all of our Etsy listings, trying to see if there's something there that's triggering these from being taken down. So we were going through like removing any links. Another trigger can be like brand names. So maybe me saying that the yarn I'm using is Mary Maxim or We Crochet. It could be not liking that I'm using another brand, or a yarn ball label could be triggering it. We're not really sure. So we're just kind of trying to take out images or things that we think could potentially be triggering it. So that's what we've been working on today. So that's been a kind of, we're hoping not to get any more listings deactivated. That's sort of the goal right now, is to not get any more deactivated. But let's get, again, back to the cowl. So Emma is in the background. So Emma, if you can answer any questions that are coming up, I'll try and get to all of the ones I can. And again, just post in the community group if I don't get to you on here tonight. So I know some frequently asked questions are like, is it free? Like I'm talking a lot about the ebook, but you can view all of these patterns for free on my blog. So you don't need to purchase anything to participate. Also, another question is, if you're not on Facebook, can you still participate? And absolutely you can. The Facebook is just sort of the hub, like where all the activity is. People are posting pictures, asking questions. So that's sort of where all of that happens, but you can still work away at these patterns at your own pace. Join in with us on our lives. You can email, and we have been getting emails of pictures of sweaters that you're making. So, or hashtags, use the hashtag, tag us on Instagram if you're on there. So you can still, of course, you can still participate and join in the fun. Just the community group is where kind of all the action happens. And so we have the YouTube videos all on my YouTube channel. I've got that. We've had that question come up a lot. Where do I find the videos? You'll find them all on my YouTube channel. And you can find links to everything if you just go to mjsoffthehookdesigns.com. And at the top, I have all my social icons. You can click through to YouTube. If you go to the blog page on the website, you're going to find all the patterns there, plus more. You may see some other patterns that you love to make for the crochet. I mean, there's even more that could tie into this granny pop theme, so to speak. So just pick something, like pick a shawl. If you don't want to make a garment, you can make the shimmer triangle shawl, which I have here. And I'm starting to see some of these pop up, or the feathered fall shawl, which is also made in this beautiful prism. But the shimmer triangle shawl, this is a bulky weight, and it has the fringe, which is optional. You don't have to add that on there. But if you just want to make a shawl, you want to do something simple and quick. But as you can see, if you're in the group, these sweaters work up really fast, and beginners are making them. And I know some people, like, it's your first garment and you're maybe intimidated, but everyone is helpful in the group. The videos are really helpful. And even if it's a beginner, if you're a beginner, this doesn't have any seaming because it's work from the top down. You don't have sides to seam or sleeves to seam. So it does make it a little less intimidating if it's your first garment. And I'll just show off here. I have the new hoodie cardigan. So here's the hood, and we have some buttons and pockets on it. So this is one of your options. You can do the cardigan without all the hoodie or the addition of the pockets and buttons. You can just do a simple, you can do the V-neck, you can do the crew neck, you can do one of the little baby ones, yeah, really whatever, or they go up to children's, baby to children's sizes. So just pick whatever, pick a shawl. Okay, so I have a question here. I'm going to start trying to pick them up as we go. When is the deadline to get the ebook with the bonuses? So I'm running that promotion until the 21st. I'm leaving the 22nd. So I have the promotion going until the 21st, but of course the ebook will still be available after. You just won't get all the bonuses. I may even extend it a little bit depending on how busy I am and if I can remove the bonuses or not. So who knows, maybe it'll get more than the 21st. But first, which was my official sort of deadline for the Crochet Along for myself, just because I know I'm going to be in Alberta, so I won't be able to join you live. But there's not really, like, you can keep working on these, be active in the community group as long as you want. I have some people still working on our Crochet Along that was in the spring, summer. So people are still working on that, and that's fine. You can post whenever you want in the group, and we're all there to answer your questions. So don't feel like you have to rush or anything with this. If you're still waiting for yarn, that's okay. So let me see what other questions that we have. So the hood, do we need to do the hood before closing the arms? No, you can. The hood is just, you need to have it on before you do the ribbing. So you can add the arms whenever you want. It won't affect the hood. Just you want to do the hood before you get to the rib section. Okay, and Kelly is just saying she's not finding the book on Ravelry. So just below your comment, I've posted it there in the group. Also, if you go to my Ravelry page, so if you just go to my main page, you have to scroll down to the very bottom and then you'll see publications. So it's not like an actual like pattern listing, but if I look at Ravelry on my desktop and then I scroll right down, you'll see the ebook listed there. And then you'll see some other books that I have patterns in as well, but you'll see like a collage with the ebook with all the patterns. But I did pop the link there in the chat. So if you want to, I'll maybe just post it one more time. You can also get it. I'm going to put the QR code up. You can also get it. Let me see my QR code. Here we go. So you can scan that as well. I've updated the link now in the sales page, the main info page for the Crochet Along. The ebook is now being directed to Ravelry instead of Etsy because, again, I may be able to get the Etsy listing reactivated, but I don't know because Etsy can take a while to get a hold of people. And even if they reactivate my listing, if it's a bot taking it down for some unknown reason that none of us can figure out, it may remove it again. So who knows? We'll see. But at least it's there on Ravelry, and Ravelry in some ways can be better anyways. I probably should have figured this out ahead of time and put it on Ravelry because Ravelry, I can do automatic updates and all those things, whereas Etsy doesn't allow for that. So if there are any updates and you buy it on Ravelry, you'll get them. So that's always good to know. Okay, so I'm going to go back to the chat and see what else. Make sure you pop your questions in the comments and also comment and say hi because I will have Emma go through and pick some winners out. So I'm excited to do that tonight. Okay, question. How many rows per 4 inches? Okay, so the gauge. We have a gauge question. How many rows per 4 inches in the gauge swatch? It is 7. For if you're talking about the adult patterns, it's a little different for the children because I used a smaller hook. I went with a smaller hook for the children's patterns just because I wanted those stitches to be a bit tighter. I didn't want them too loose for little ones. So the gauge is slightly different, but you are able to get lots of information on the gauge and the swatch. So if you sign up for the Crochet Along, you're going to get the supply list. In the supply list is going to have a coupon code. So that's important. You want the coupon code so that you can get some discounts on yarn. So you can, that's inside the supply list. And you're also going to get the guide, the gauge to guide, I can't even say it, the gauge guide. And it's going to give you the swatch details, and then you can follow along with the video. I have a video on YouTube to make the swatch. So all those details are there, plus the gauge is included in every single pattern. But you want to make sure you get the guide and that you watch the video, because there's lots of helpful information in there. It's going to carry forward to other patterns that you make. So make sure to just read through. There's lots of little helpful tips, and go watch the gauge video, because that's definitely going to help. So the gauge for the adult patterns is 16 stitches for, so if we count it as 4 clusters and 4 chain 1 spaces, we're counting the chain 1s as a stitch, then it's 16 stitches and 7 rows. And that is the gauge for the pattern. So let me keep going through here. And see, what are your tips to getting the sleeves to match color-wise? So I don't know if I paid attention actually with this one. Oh, maybe I did. I think they're actually very similar. I just try to go with a similar color when I'm joining on, and you can just pull off some of the yarn off the ball and just match. I know there's been questions about that even like partway through, and I try to match it up. So depending on where it is, it may not be as big of a deal, but I try to match it up, match the colors, like match, my pinks to pink or whatever, just so it flows. And you do one sleeve and then try to maybe like match the other sleeve up, so it's roughly the same. And someone else is mentioning here that they're going to do the spike stitch to close up the holes. And people have been talking about that in the group as well. So if you don't want sort of the open, like holy kind of look, just a simple way to change the pattern is in that center double crochet to do a spike stitch. So you've got your 3 double crochets. The second one, do a spike stitch. It's going to come down and cover up the hole. And you may just have to play around with your hook to get the right gauge still, but some people have been doing that and even sharing their pictures of that in the group. So if you have questions, just ask, because someone who's probably done that maybe can give you some tips. I haven't done it myself, but it's been floating around the group as an easy way. And yeah, the spike stitch, there's lots of tutorials on YouTube you can find on the spike stitch if you haven't tried it before. But then you don't really have to alter the pattern in any other way. You just need to do that spike stitch, and then you can have a more solid fabric to the sweater. I kind of like the holes myself. It just makes it a little bit not so warm. So that's nice to have a sweater that's a little bit lighter, not too heavy, so you don't get too hot. Okay, so Lindsay's asking about the price of the ebook, and it is in US dollars. So if you are in a different country, it's going to show probably in your currency, so it will be more money. And also, sometimes it's confusing for people that are in the UK and stuff. The extra VAT tax is added and stuff as well. So sometimes you're seeing additional taxes added on. So that can be confusing, but Etsy usually shows in your currency. So it's listed in US dollars, and that doesn't include taxes. So it can vary depending on that. But there's also the individual patterns you can purchase if you don't want all of the patterns. If there's just a couple that you're looking at, you don't want to spend as much, you could definitely buy the individual patterns, or you can go view the patterns on the blog as well. So those are your options for that. Let's see, we've got another question. Can the hood be added to the pop sweater instead of the cardigan? I'm not so sure about the crew neck because we're starting with a ribbed collar. Any alterations for that pattern, I would say you could maybe add a turtleneck if you wanted to change the pullover crew neck style. For the V-neck, you could certainly add, because the V-neck begins like the cardigan. So if you've started making it or you've watched the video, this starts just like the cardigan, and then we join it up. So you could totally add a hood on, and that would be really cute. If somebody makes that, please post it in the group so we can see, or send me pictures, because you could add the hood on and then just continue with your collar around the hood. And I mentioned in the last video, you could even make this a collar wider. So I did it half of the width, I believe, of my cuff and the bottom ribbing. So I did it, I think, 5 instead of 10, but you could do it 10. You could make it wider so that you have more coverage. And also, if you like that look going around the hood better, whatever you want. But I think the V-neck, you could definitely add a hood to it, and that would look super cute as well. Love to see it if somebody does that. So I'm just going to keep buzzing through. Oh, someone is talking. I got to see this about their cats because I love cats. She usually gets under piles of blankets to keep warm. She loves sweaters. So you need to make the kitty pop pullover for your kitty. And that one isn't in the collection, but it is on my blog and in my shops. The little cat sweaters that I did that you could use for dogs as well. And it's very similar, except I don't have the holes in it. It's just, I think I used double crochet stitches probably. I can't remember now if it was half double or double. I think I used double. So you could totally make a little matching cute sweater for your cat. Or if you have dogs, you can do that too. Good idea, make the V-neck for my dog, add a hood. Yeah, so I'm just going through. Okay, so another question I have, can you use regular worsted weight like Red Heart, or is that too thick? I have a lot of that already. I think it is a little too heavy for this pattern. You would definitely need to make a smaller size. So if you went with a heavier worsted, it's going to be a bulkier sweater for sure. And instead of trying to meet the gauge and making your stitches like really dense, I would maybe just make a smaller size to accommodate for the difference in yarn. The worsted weight that I did use with this pattern is Mary Maxim Best Value, and it is very thin. It is a very, very light, soft worsted weight. So how it drapes and how it looks is going to be a lot different than a Red Heart yarn, like a Red Heart Super Saver. If you use maybe the Red Heart Soft, that would be a little bit more comparable. This actually reminds me a lot also of the Caron Simply Soft. I think is that what it's called? Someone probably comment. I know there's Caron something, and it's very similar. It's kind of that, got the sheen, and just, it reminds me a lot of that. So definitely if you're using a worsted and you don't want to make a lot of alterations, maybe try to find a really light, soft worsted. And the Prism is a DK weight. And I go over the wraps per inch and some of those details in the gauge video. If you want to give that a watch, that will give you some insight as well. You make sure I get your questions here. Where do you order your buttons? So you can get them on Amazon. I have them linked. So they're linked in the pattern, but you can search on Amazon and you can find. So I use the 35mm wooden buttons for my cardigan, but you could probably alter. Again, you just want to be cautious about your buttonhole. If you use a smaller button, you just want to make sure that you're not making your hole too big. Oh, and someone says they are making one with Simply Soft. So yeah, love to see pictures, Katie, in the group. If you're using, yes, it is Caron Simply Soft. So yeah, post your pictures in the group. We'd love to see them, especially if you're wanting to do like a solid color or even a variegated. Okay. So now I have something here I wanted to show you because I'm super excited about this. If any of you saw Tony from TL Yarn Crafts, her video, she made the V-neck and she made it in her new yarn that just came out, Happy Place. And I'm so excited because my order just came today. So as soon as it came out, I jumped on board and ordered some Happy Place yarn. So she made the V-neck in the Happy Place, and it gauged for her perfectly and is absolutely beautiful. And I ordered some really nice colors. I'm not sure yet exactly what I'm going to make with them, but I'm super excited. I ordered this beautiful blue. I'm not sure what color it is. I'm not sure where it says, but anyways, it's a really pretty blue. And I got the darker blue, the solid, and the melange. And I got the beautiful orangey colors and the cream ivory or whatever color as well. So I'm excited to try these out. It's so soft. It's beautiful. I need my reading glasses to see all this tonight. My age is showing when I can't read anymore, right, guys? 50% and 50% wool. And it's so soft. It is so soft. It's beautiful. I'm thinking even maybe making a little hoodie for my little granddaughter Rose. Like, I think the cardigan, adding the hood, and you could do this if you have the little cardigan, you can easily add a hood to it. So I may make her a little one. We'll see. And then I want to make a sweater. I think I want to make some sort of sweater with these colors. I think it's going to be beautiful. So Happy Place you can get from Hoodie, and I did link in the chat, and I'll pop them in there again. It's my affiliate link. So I'm an affiliate with Hoodie, and I will pop in my links for you. I did send out a newsletter. If you were signed up to the Crochet Along, I did send out, I think Emma's getting that for me. Thank you, Emma. So she's put it in there. So absolutely love, love, love it. If you want something to try, something new. And I just love Tony. She's awesome. It was so sweet of her to make my sweater. I was so honored that she picked my sweater to make, and it turned out beautiful. So if you want to go over to her channel, TL Yarn Crafts, you can check out that video, and maybe Emma will be really good and find the video and post it in the comments for us. So Glenda's saying, no way, you're a grandmother. Wow. I'm shocked who I'm a grandma, but here I am. My oldest daughter, Emma, has a little girl. She's 5 months old. Her name's Rose, and she's just the sweetest little blessing in our life. And she's just a sweetheart. So I'm a young grandma, and I'm loving it. Absolutely love having her. She's just so much fun, and she's screaming now. She loves to talk, and it comes out in screams. So she's hilarious. Every time I'm talking to Emma now, I can hear her screaming in the background, and yeah, she's so fun. I want to make her all the cute stuff. I don't have enough time. I've been struggling with not feeling that well to actually crochet a lot, because I'm having a hard time I'm actually pretty comfortable in my chair right now. I got this nice seat cushion, but I have a hard time getting comfortable at night. I've actually been laying on my back with my feet up on my bed because it takes the pressure off the nerve. So I've been struggling to crochet, but I want to show you what I did crochet, because you know that I love pumpkins. If you know any of my pumpkin patterns, I absolutely am obsessed, and I'm kind of on a big cable kick. I'm going into a big cable kick right now. So I have crocheted a little cable pumpkin, and it's so cute and it's so fun. Not that I needed to do another pumpkin pattern, but I couldn't resist. I was really down on the weekend. I was just feeling down because I was in so much pain, and making pumpkins make me happy. And that's the thing, right, guys? It's like, especially when you're feeling down, like, do something that makes you happy. So I just made a pumpkin, and that's what I did. That's what I did with my spare time to make myself feel better. So I made a pumpkin. And now, though, I have to make a whole bunch of different colors, and Emma will maybe help me make some pumpkins, but she needs me to do the video so that she can make the pumpkin. So I have to do a video for her so that we can make more pumpkins. And we want to do them in this color. And I did do a little one in kind of this peachy color while I was experimenting. So I can't help myself. Like every year, I think I make more pumpkins. So yeah, hopefully maybe I can get that out to you before I go away next week. We'll see. I know I have you so busy making sweaters, so I don't necessarily want to throw another tutorial at you. But so this one I made in the DK weight. So I made it in Mellow Spun, Mary Maxim Mellow Spun. And then I was like, oh, well, maybe I should just make them in different weight yarns for different sizes. So then I made the Mary Maxim Starlet, which is a worsted weight, but it's on the heavier side, I guess, of a worsted weight. Just a nice worsted weight. It's got, let me again see if I can read it with my bad nighttime eyes, 180 yards on a 100-gram ball. So that's this one. And then I started one in Bernat Softy Chunky as well to see how it came out in bulky yarn. So then you can get different sizes just by different weight yarns. So I know that you're going to want this pattern from me, but we'll see, because there's no pattern yet. This is just, I do have some beautiful cable patterns coming for you this, I don't know, later this fall. And I just wanted to do a cabled pumpkin because I just had to. Okay. So let me keep going through here. So someone's working on a large pumpkin. So I did pumpkin pillows last year. Is Mellow Spun anti-pilling? I feel like it is. I don't know if it says that on it, but you know what? It's so much like Premier anti-pilling. It is just like it. I was just at Mary Maxim the other day, so I was able to compare. I so wish I lived closer to Mary Maxim. I would be there all the time checking out their yarns. There's something about seeing the yarn in person, right, ladies? Like it was amazing. I got to see all the colors. I still haven't posted pictures about my trip there. This is how because I haven't been well, I feel like I'm just behind on my posts. So I have a bunch of pictures of visiting Mary Maxim because I had to go and make a run because I couldn't finish the hoodie without getting more yarn. So we went to Mary Maxim and got what we needed. So I'm going to go back. I feel like I've maybe missed some questions because I'm at the end of the comment. So I'm thinking I maybe missed some going through. I'll just look at some comments and stuff too as I go. This is my first Cal and I'm enjoying the concept. The group is so supportive. Thank you for all your work. Thank you so much. I am so glad. And really the community group is just amazing. It is so great. I can't say enough great things about our group because everyone is so helpful on there and supportive. And that's the way we want to keep the group. And I created the group in mind to help with pattern support because I know many of you have been following me for a while, but everything just keeps exploding. Like I keep getting bigger. The YouTube channel is now, I think, at 340,000 subscribers. My Instagram is getting close to 200,000. The Facebook group the Facebook page is getting close to 200,000. Everything just keeps growing, and it's so hard for me to stay on top of everything and getting to pattern support questions. YouTube, there's so many questions all the time on YouTube. So I have admin support, but they're not able to answer your questions. So they try to direct to the Facebook community so that you can get help rather than waiting for me to get to you all the time. Because honestly, at this point, I would just be doing admin all the time and not being able to design. So having Emma and having other help with admin work, but they do help, but they can't necessarily answer those questions. So the community group has been absolutely amazing for people jumping in and helping because so many people, especially these pop patterns, everybody's making them and they've maybe had the same issues that you're having and they can help. And people are on there before I can even get on there and answer questions. So it's been amazing to have the group and have the support of the community because really we do need each other. Like the community is amazing and it lifts my spirits when I'm down. And I hope it does the same thing for you, because certainly, like, I've just realized even this last week, I mean, I've been in this pain since February is when it started, and it's just progressively got worse and worse. And I kept thinking it's going to go away. The pain's going to go away, but it hasn't. And it's like you take your health for granted. It's like when you have your health, you don't realize how amazing it is to have it. Just the simple things like walking and laying in your bed. And like now I can hardly lay in bed because I'm in so much pain. Like just simple things that we take for granted every day. And I get it when I walk every day to help things. And initially, when I walked, it would ease up the pain. Like I would get out and I would walk and I would start to feel better. But now the pain's gotten so bad that usually the walking, I'm still in pain. I'm hobbling along, but I'm trying to stay active and do everything I can. But certainly I will not, when I get through this, I will not take my health for granted, because it is, it's amazing to not be in pain. That's for sure. I want to just actually not be in pain. And right now I am on pain meds. So it's definitely helping right now to help me get through the live. But without those, I would be not in a pretty place right now. So we always have time for pumpkins. I love that. I know. It literally, this time of year, I'm a fall girl. I love fall. I love fall decor. I love getting out all of my my pumpkins. And right now I can't even get my bins. So my daughter was over trying to find them. We have our fall bins are orange. So that will help in the discovery of them, but we have not yet found them. So my husband needs to go help my daughter dig through the many, many bins it seems that we've accumulated in our basement to find all of our pumpkins from previous seasons so that we can get all of the pumpkins put out. But I have lots of great other pumpkin patterns if you're wanting to make pumpkins, but the cable ones, you'll have to wait until I can get the video tutorial and get the pattern together and get some more colors, because if you know me and my photos, I love to have lots of color inspiration and I like to make more than one. So we've got to make several pumpkins in some different colors and different weight yarns. I think that will be fun this time to show them in different weights so you can see how you can get different sizes that way. And these are worked from, which you might like, these ones are worked from the bottom up. So it's worked in the round. So it'll be a fun little project if you want some pumpkins. Of course, off track. We're supposed to be talking about pop cardigans, but let's see. How about this one? This is the other V-neck in the solid color. I think I have it inside out right now, but that's okay. So this is done in the solid. So it looks good really with whatever. If you do it variegated, if you do the gradient, if you do it solid. So I have a question about chapters, and YouTube is supposed to do the chapters for me, and I don't know why. I'll have to look into that because I know it's an option when I put the videos on. So I'll just have to look into it and see. I think someone did pop in the timestamps the other day for me, which I just haven't been able to get to. And that's something that people can do if they comment in the comments. You can put timestamps, and lots of times people will do that. But Emma and I just haven't been able to get to the timestamps. But I don't know why it's not showing the chapters. I'm going to have to look into that for you and see. Someone's asking about whether the pop sweater would work for a baby boy. And I've had all kinds of people making them for boys and girls. And the pictures, even showing pictures of little boys, little girls, and it looks cute on either or. Like, just do them in colors that you think that you would love for a little boy, and they look great. So definitely unisex patterns, I think. So I'm just going through, and Emma, if there's anything that you want to let me know through text, if I've missed something important, just let me know, or just pop a comment again down below. There's so many comments. So how about, I mean, at this point, how about we just do pick a winner? How about we pick a winner? So make sure you I'm just reading Emma's messages to me now. She's funny. Okay, so just, yeah, comment. Make sure you comment now. If you haven't commented and you want to win some yarn and the ebook, make sure to just say hi, whatever, just pop a comment in there so that what we're going to do is we'll just then say who you are, who the winner is, and we will pick a winner. So if you are anywhere other than US and Canada, you can win the ebook. And if you're in Canada and US, you're going to win some yarn. And so if you're in, okay, so this will get you to do this. So if you aren't in Canada or US, tell us your country, or maybe just comment your country, and then we can kind of know, because we can't send, unfortunately, Mary Maxim does not send yarn worldwide, only does Canada and US. So if, yeah, let me know where you are, and then we can pick, we'll just like randomly pick some winners so that you guys can get your hands on the ebook and some yarn, because Mary Maxim has been awesome to let me give away lots of yarn. So I'm really happy. I'm so happy to be working with them, and I do love their yarn. And I also love that I can actually go to Mary Maxim. They only have, I believe they have a place in the States, and then in Paris, Ontario, they have a Canadian store. So I can actually go visit them. So I will have to make more trips. I actually bought Emma the most beautiful yarn bowl, and I do not have it here with me, but the yarn bowl is amazing. It's huge, like it's massive. So I think they're sold out online, unfortunately, because we were looking to see, because it's nice and big. But anyways, I picked it up because she'd been telling me she wanted a nice yarn bowl for Christmas. And since we were there, I was like, oh, let's just get you this yarn bowl. So I just put up the QR code again as well. So if anyone needs to scan that for info on the Crochet Along, or you need the links to the ebook or whatever, you can scan the QR code, and that will take you to all the info. And I'm just going to go back to the chat. So it's so exciting. Thank you so much, everyone, for being here with me and joining into the Crochet Along. It has been so fun. Someone saying which yarn bowl. I don't even know. Emma, do you remember the name of it? It was like a big wooden, beautiful wood yarn bowl. Absolutely gorgeous. It's even bigger than my big one from Furls. Like, I think some of you have maybe seen my big Furls bowl. Well, this one's even bigger. And we know we love big balls of yarn, right? You need the biggest yarn bowl that you can get, because we love our big balls of yarn. So, and someone's asking, where are they in the US? So I'm thinking, let me look at it. Maybe look it up. I'm thinking Port Huron, maybe. Mary Maxim. I'm pretty sure it's Port Huron is their store. Yeah, it is Port Huron retail store. So, oh, maybe it's closing it. No. Okay. I'm looking this up. I'm going to find that out. Because I know maybe their store still isn't open in the US, but I definitely know, because I was just there, the one in Canada is. If anybody knows, comment in the comments if they know where, or if there's a store still open in the States for Mary Maxim. So the store is closed. Denise said the store is closed. Oh, that's sad. Okay, let me see if Emma, and hopefully they'll restock online, because that's the unfortunate thing when you can't get to the store, is do they have it available online? Okay, so I'm going to ask Emma who the winners are, because it looks like she's picked winners who are, but maybe she can reply to them. I'm not sure. Who are the winners? Who are the winners, Emma? Who are the winners? Let us know, Emma. Oh, she says no, it won't let her reply. So we just have to let them know then what are their names. And then whoever we then name, you need to email us at mjsoffthehook@gmail.com. So MJ's, and I'm going to put that in the comments as well. MJ's off the hook design. No, MJ's off the hook at gmail.com. MJ's off the hook at gmail.com. So you can, so did you post who the winners are? Are you telling me? I'm trying to, I don't think she has announced who they are. Who are the winners, Emma? Is she saying, oh, she's saying, sorry, my computer is slow. That's okay, Emma. Once she lets us know, I will let you know who the winners are. Okay, so we have Cynthia King. Oh, you posted them? Cynthia King. And yeah, I can see. Let me see where she did post them. There's so many comments on here. I can't even see. So if I've missed your comments, this is why. Okay, and Liz McKay for the ebook. Okay, so Cynthia King wins the yarn and the ebook together. Big winner. And Liz, you also win the ebook because we can get that email to you and we'll send you all the bonuses, all the good stuff. If you've purchased them already, we'll just refund, okay? Because like we want you to like, you know, actually be a winner here. So if you've already purchased it, we'll be sure to refund. So yes, email us at mjsoffthehook@gmail.com. Okay. And, or any way you can email us. But we thought that email would be the easiest way to get through to us. Easy to remember. mjsoffthehook@gmail.com. It's getting late. So yeah, I should probably wrap it up and get some rest because I have not been sleeping well. So I'm going to try to get some rest. And if you are on Facebook, guys, I do ask you to join the group, join into the community so you don't miss out on anything and you can get your questions answered. So make sure to post everything in the group. Don't be shy. There's no stupid questions. We want to see your pictures. We don't care if you have bad lighting and you feel like you don't look your best. That's okay. Still just post in the group. We want to see your work. We know everyone is not a professional photographer and that's completely okay. And everyone is doing really, really well. Their photos anyways, like absolutely beautiful. Your selfie shots, your mirror shots, like everything. It's been so amazing to see. So make sure to post in the group because we do really want to see what you're working on, even just your yarn pictures, your whips. So I did send out an email today. So someone was asking about that. I had a couple days I didn't send out emails and that was just due to me really feeling under the weather and just not feeling well to even get to my desk. But I did send out an email today, again, just letting people know where the blog posts are. So just again, an update on that, all of the blog posts, going to YouTube for the videos and just letting everyone know that I was going to go live tonight. And then I also then sent out another newsletter, just letting everybody know that the ebook listing was taken down on Etsy so that you have to go to Ravelry now to purchase the ebook. So just a reminder of that again, the little cardigan and the ebook is no longer on Etsy till I can get that sorted out with Etsy. If we can sort it out, hopefully. But the patterns are available on Ravelry. So that's, you know, fine to purchase there as well. I think we were able to maybe get it on Love Crafts. I'll have to double check with Emma. She was looking at trying to get it up on Love Crafts just as another option, because I know everybody sometimes too doesn't want to purchase on Ravelry for whatever reason. So we will try to have another option if we can get one. The patterns are listed on Ribbler as well, but those don't give you PDF copies. So some people don't like that. But some people do love the digital interactive format of Ribbler. So we will try to bundle them for you on Ribbler, but right now they're just individually on there. So just trying to give you some options. And oh, someone else just got their Happy Place yarn too. So we probably all ordered at the same time. I know there was a bit of delay getting my order out just because, again, here's my Happy Place yarn. So excited to try it. Amazing, Tony. Thank you so much for designing this beautiful yarn that we're all going to love. So I'm just kind of going through all of your comments. So hopefully I've addressed, feel better. Yes, I'm drinking a ton. I'm just kind of looking at, I need to look through and see your helpful hints on this. I'm drinking tons of fluids on an anti-inflammatory diet, doing all the things. I was asking my physiotherapist again today, all of her tips and tricks. I'm like, anything you got for me. And she's just like, I think you need an MRI, and I may have to just do one privately, because even though I'm in Canada, we have free healthcare. It could take potentially like 6 months to a year to get in for an MRI here. So I may have to go to a private clinic to get that done to see what's going on. She thinks it's joint, my S1, L5, but it could, like, she's like, you know, we need to kind of maybe get an MRI to see what's going on. Okay, here's just one more question. I'm just scrolling quickly through the comments about the neckline smaller, tighter. And if you're talking about the crew neck, you will want to go maybe down a hook size to try to make that smaller. Another thing you can always do is take out clusters. So I know a lot of people prefer that the sleeves are smaller anyways. You want to take out 4 stitches per side at least. You could probably take out 8 per side if you wanted, and then that's going to give you a smaller collar. So when you're doing those separation, we have like 3 stitches for our cluster, and then the chain 1 is, so that's why you have 4. So you have your 3 double crochets, chain 1, skip 1, space. So whatever you do on one side, you got to do on the other. Or if you take something from the front or back, if you take something from the back, you know, you don't have to worry necessarily about the front, but just make sure that it's even. So if you were to take, just as an example, if you were to take 4 here and 4 on this sleeve for your crew neck, you would want to remove 8 rows from your collar. So that would be then 8 stitches worked around. And then you would just have to make sure when you're doing the repeat section for the sleeves that you are removing those stitches. So not really. So like the simple fix would be smaller hook, make the band tighter, or you want to remove actual rows to make it smaller. And then your sleeve, just because it is oversized fit, you have a little bit of room to work with. So I hope that answers your question. And thanks so much, everybody, for joining me tonight. This will be available on replay. So if you missed some of it, if you didn't come in till later, you'll be able to watch it on replay on YouTube and on Facebook. So thanks so much, everyone. Have an awesome night. And I will let you know again through email when I'll be going live again. Okay. Good night, everyone. Thanks so much.